Hey YouTubers, I'm going to talk about two maintenance away kits that I built, custom finishing tie handler and a 3D printed tie shear. So the 3D printing kit came from a friend of mine in parts like this, and I CA glued the thing together, which was fairly straightforward. There was one challenge where I had a bit of a twist when I tried to straighten it. It cracked. So what I did is I used a piece of styrene, and I CA glued the styrene underneath and CA glued where it split, and that made it actually stronger than it was before. So an idea if you ever run into that with the 3D printed model. The other piece I did is I added axles so that the wheels rotated. I put a brass bushing you can see in there, which is basically brass tube in the axle holes. And then I took a piece of piano wire and I drilled out the center of the wheels and CA glued the wire into those. That's what made the axles so it actually rolls. I mean, I'm not going to roll it around much, but I just thought it was a little bit cooler to have the wheels rotate. And here it is early in the construction, spray painted yellow. Here is the near finished maintenance away tie shear vehicle. 3D printed, and it's painted with just a Rust-Oleum Caterpillar yellow, and then hand painted with tester's paint, the details. The biggest thing I had to do really to make this thing more realistic is to do the hydraulic lines. So these are actually just strips of styrene rod, very thin, and then they go into junctions where it splits off into hoses that feed the hydraulics for these two mechanisms here on either side. And then there's some that come to this hydraulic motor here for the wheels. So that took quite a bit of time, but you know, that really makes a big difference with that level of detail. So it needs to be dulled down a bit for sure. I'll probably just do a dull coat after I decal it. I'm going to decal it with probably Railworks, the owners of this vehicle, and then I'll dull coat it and I'll weather a bit, not crazy. What else? I have to put windows in there, so I need to cut windows carefully and size them and put them in, and that would be the final touch. So yeah, it looks good. The wheels roll, but it's really just to put in different areas for photo ops. Let me just turn that around for you. It's still a little bit tacky, just so you can see the other side. Down inside, there's the seat and some controls and some lights on the top of the cab. So yeah, the windows definitely have to be added. And you know, I didn't put a whole lot of additional colors because these things are often just one color, that's safety yellow or construction yellow. I went off prototype pictures where the black is here, and then down there the blades of the tie shears themselves are silver, and some silver on the hubs of the wheels. So rubber, tester's rubber color in various places, and silver here for the stack. And that's it. If you notice on the other side, I guess what this is the hydraulic motors. Yeah, the hydraulic drives are behind these plates here. Now let's take a look at the other kit. This was a metal kit, Fairmont tie handler, and here it is being CA glued together. And that was after a gray primer coat. And then I painted it before I started to assemble the parts, which you see here. And now let's jump to both of the kits finished. There's the finished maintenance away vehicles. So this is a tie shear. I've got the windows in, hydraulic hoses, painting, decals, dull coated, and then a bit of weathering with dry powdered pigments. And the one back here is a tie extractor inserter. This was one of the metal kits. Same thing, I've done decaling, all coated, just some slight weathering. So I think they came out pretty good. Let's give you the other side view. This side's kind of cool because it's got the motors here and then diesel tank. And I tried to emulate everything off the photos of the prototypes that I found. And it's Railworks because that's the facility that I have on the layout, Railworks. This one is as well. It's got the Railworks logo there, and then if I turn it, it's labeled Railworks. So there they are. Just pull the maintenance away train up here to meet up with these guys. So we've got Conrail 7853, and that building in the back corner is the Railworks facility, and there's a maintenance away siding there. Still work to be done in that area, but so let's get this engine set up here. Talk about the windows. What I use for this is 7mm acetate sheets. You can get them on Amazon. It's thin enough where easy to work with. And I just cut them out by tracing the openings, and then I took a tester's rubber color that's almost like a blackish brown. And using a Q-tip, I was able to make a gasket around the windows. So I had to literally cut them out one at a time, take a template, cut them out, and then adhere them with that tester's windshield glue. Just little spots around the corners. Took some time because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the other side, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different windows if you count the ones in the front. I put them on the outside, and with that gasket, it gives it a more realistic look versus if you put it on the inside. So that was honestly the most challenging part of the whole project, but it really makes a difference. Second most challenging was making the hydraulic lines, because you just sort of have to go by prototype photographs and get it as close as you can. The rest of it is a 3D print, and decals I put on there. I just printed them myself on decal paper, including these stripes, logos, numbers, stripes along the tank here, and just hand painting the various parts. The steps, the motors, the hydraulics, the tank. So that was a fun project. And there's a guy inside as well, which he's got a, see if we can get him. He's got a hard hat and a work vest, and that's hand painted. What I do honestly to keep costs down is I got a bunch of these Chinese made things, and they're not well painted, they're not well detailed, but if you take a razor, clean them up, you know, shape them and then paint them, they end up looking pretty good. Let's see if we can see that guy in there. Yeah, so he's sitting there, and this one's got a guy that I don't know if it's a Walther's, one of those engineer figures that I just had sitting around, so I put him in there. A little windshield wiper. So this is the metal kit, and you know, took some time, took some patience. Not quite as difficult as the 3D printed, because most of the parts on this one were already in the package, like the hoses and the windows and the wiper. On this one I had to kind of make all the detail parts myself. So there we go. That's a little bit about more about how I made these. Thing rotates. A little grunge on the engine back there. I'll show you where they're going to live. The smaller one, the tie extractor is going to sit on this trailer, and I've got some ties that'll go underneath the arm here, and then the larger one is going to sit back here at the end of the siding, and then those maintenance away cars will be parked in front of it on the siding. And then we've got all these facilities here for maintenance away. Got some stuff going on here, back there across the tracks, which is Railworks. And then I'll have some fencing here to separate it from the cafe. So that is it. Finished products. I think that's it. I'm going to take a break from maintenance away. Went down that rabbit hole for long enough, but it was fun. I say that, but I did order a Spectrum. I don't know, it's probably 10 years old, but new, unopened inventory. And it's a DC ballast regulator. It almost looks like what you'd see in the UK or in Europe, but I am gonna put DCC in it, and lighting and sound, and Americanize it so it'll fit with these two. And that's one that I'll run back and forth in the layout. I've got the shuttler from Iowa Skilled Engineering, which allows the trains to run back and forth, so it hits a sensor on this end and reverses, and then it traverses the entire layout, and it gets to the end of the CSX yard and it'll turn around again. So that'll be fun to do that with a maintenance away vehicle. I currently do that with this rail inspection car here, and occasionally I'll run a small, like this maintenance away train back and forth on that shuttler. So it's kind of fun to have trains running while you're out here working. But star of today's show right there. The 3D printed tie shear and the cast metal kit of a tie inserter. Hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.